COVID vaccine to sign up to Walmart. And so we think that those have been very effective. When we put the Palm Beach, when we put the Publix in Palm Beach, they did 65 Publixes. Most of the 90% of the seniors live within a mile and a half of it. Palm Beach now has about 60% of their seniors have been vaccinated. They were behind the national average, and then it's really helped. So the retail is good because it's in your community. You can go. They have appointments. You don't have to necessarily wait in a drive-through line or any of that. So we're glad that those options are here in St. Lucie. We've also been doing working with faith-based groups and churches, mostly African-American churches. We've done 65 faith-based events across 18 counties. In St. Lucie, we did a faith-based event at St. Bernadette Catholic Church. So they did over 1,000 vaccines at the church. So we're going to continue working with churches and synagogues. We did one event in Aventura down in Miami-Dade at a synagogue, and we had people from the synagogue, we had a pastor from a church, and we had a guy from a mosque bring people in. And so we are doing interfaith as well. We also have the state sites, state-supported and community vaccination sites. 87 are around the state. St. Lucie Fairgrounds here offers about 4,700 Pfizer shots every week. And as the Pfizer increases, if there's capacity here to do more, we obviously will push more out. We've also done, we're close to 20 different senior communities like we're here today. We're able to go in, get a lot of the residents done in a short amount of time. We were in Hernando County yesterday, similar community to this, and it was really great. We put through a lot of folks. This is going to be good, and everyone in there was really happy. I mean, I think that, when you do this, especially with the seniors, you have some seniors who are tech savvy and can get online. You have others that will do whatever they can to get an appointment. They're really, which is great, and obviously we want to get them shots. But you have some seniors that are like, I would get it, but I don't necessarily know about going to the pharmacy or going to the hospital. So when you have your neighbors doing it and they say, hey, they're going to be at the clubhouse on Thursday, then they're like, okay, yeah, sign me up. And then they come. Some come in the golf cart. Some of them come in their car. They're able to come here. And if they need assistance to get here, it's a lot easier to do it if it's right in their home community. So we think these community, senior community missions does bring out some folks, and it's able to get more people vaccinated than maybe you otherwise would if you just had a site, say, 30 minutes from here. We're also doing homebound seniors. We've done over 1,300 homebound seniors, including a lot of World War II vets, Korean vets, Holocaust survivors, Bay of Pigs vets, and so we're going to keep doing that for those folks. They've done a lot for us, and we need to step up and do what we can to help them right now. And then finally, we have 4 sites in conjunction with the federal government that will be opening next week: Miami, Tampa, Orlando, and Jacksonville. Those are thousands of shots a day, and those are all the vaccine from that is in addition to what we're already getting. And so it's not coming out of the state's kitty, it's additional vaccine. And that was basically the thing that we had said from the beginning. We just want more vaccine. The shots are getting in the arms really across the country, including in Florida. It's really just getting more. So we're going to get more there, and that's going to be good. And then the final thing I'd say is we're going to see this week the approval for the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. And Johnson & Johnson's different than Pfizer and Moderna because it's just one dose. You get it and you're done. It doesn't require any type of special freezing or even freezing at all. You can just put it in the refrigerator. So it's something that I think is going to be a very good tool. And I just want to tell people the data on the Johnson & Johnson has been fantastic. The way you hear about some of this stuff caricaturized, I don't understand why people do this. They'll say it's not as effective as Pfizer and Moderna. It's only 67%. But understand what that refers to. It was found to be 100% effective at preventing death and hospitalization. And isn't that what you want? So they're saying it's not as effective at preventing a mild cold-like symptoms, which, okay, obviously no one wants to get a cold either, but that's much different than facing something that could be life-threatening. And so Johnson & Johnson vaccine is going to be, the data has been fantastic. We're embracing it. If we get a shipment of it, we think the beginning of next week, but perhaps, we want to be able to make that available for folks throughout the state of Florida. Now, I'm 42. I'm going to be closer to the back of the line. But when it is my turn, I'm going to take the Johnson & Johnson. I'm just going to get one shot and then be done. So I think it's really good. I think the data was fantastic, and I just hope that people, when they're making these decisions, aren't thinking that somehow it's ineffective. Because the fact is, in their clinical trials, anyone who took the vaccine, not one of them died, and not one of them had a serious hospitalization. So that's a really good thing, and that's something that we're going to want to put to use very shortly. I'm going to let the folks come up here, say a few things. I'll take a few questions before we leave. So, Gail, do you want to say a few words?
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, Governor. And isn't it a delight to have the Governor here today? I see that wonderful sign. Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Governor DeSantis. And this all came about very rapidly. I am just delighted that we were able to get this here in St. Lucie County. And I want to thank the Department of Emergency Management and the Governor's Office for working so closely to make this happen here and making sure that our seniors are protected. This is, of course, we have emphasized seniors in the state of Florida. Anybody 65 and older qualifies immediately, and everybody else will eventually, but it's so important that we protect our most vulnerable. So I just want to say thank you so much. We are going to continue this effort. There will be additional sites in St. Lucie County, and I just want to say thank you to our local health department, to the Department of Health, and especially to our Governor, Ron DeSantis, for doing this. Thank you.
Well, thank you all for being here today, and it's an absolute pleasure to have a governor that listens to the people, that wants to keep Florida open, to have a governor here that puts Floridians first, and that's what it's about. I can't thank you enough, Governor, for all the work that you're doing. We had a little issue a couple of weeks ago when we came to the governor and we said, look, St. Lucie County needs some more vaccines. Our numbers are down. We've got to get our numbers up. Our people really need this. And what is an amazing pleasure is to have a governor that listens, and his staff listens, and it's here, folks. Thank you so much, Governor. It's an absolute pleasure to have a governor that listens.
I'd also like to emulate those words and say thank you to Governor DeSantis for all the hard work that he's done. How lucky are we to live in the great state of Florida? This is a wonderful place to be. Our seniors are being taken care of, and we are a forward-thinking administration, and that's all due to our leadership, so thank you so much.
I think I echo what everybody has said. You know, I have 4 counties in my district, including St. Lucie County, so it's been interesting to travel around and see how the administration is going, and Governor, you've done an amazing job, so thank you all so much, and thank you.
We're going to be doing more. So if you look at the coverage so far for seniors and the percentages, we have, I think Wakulla, is the highest. They're already 78% of seniors. St. John's is 75%. The state average, as I said, is getting close to 50%, which is good. But we have some of the rural counties that are 29, 30%. So we are going to be doing more doses for the rural counties. Some rural counties have done very well. I mean, if you look at like a Gadsden County, it's, I think, close to Gadsden's about 60% of the seniors. That's rural. That's the most heavily African-American county in Florida. And so they've done well. Some of the other rural have done well. But I think we have some rural pockets where the numbers have lagged. The good thing about that is a relatively small amount of vaccine can go a big way if you only have a few thousand seniors that need it. So we're going to be doing that going forward and trying to basically plug any type of holes that we see. And we're just excited to be able to, if you look at all the key metrics in terms of 65 and up vaccinations, percentages of total shots that have gone to seniors, the percentage of seniors that have gotten a shot, and then the total number of seniors that have gotten shot. Florida is either #1 or close to #1 in the country on all of those. And we're going to keep doing it. And with that, we're happy to take a question or two. Yes, sir.
Hey, Governor, Andrew Lawfone from CBS 12. So yesterday you touted the fact that the state doesn't have a detailed, comprehensive vaccination plan.
That's not what I said.
Situation like last week in Manatee County, the reports came out accused of giving the shots to wealthy. Would a detailed plan help explain some of that?
So our plan is seniors first, okay? Seniors first. If you're 65 and up, rich, poor, black, white, we want you to get a shot. And it's a very simple plan. It's a very simple strategy. And it's obviously working, because if it wasn't working, you would see some of these other places that would be doing much better, and some of them are lagging behind Florida because of that. So we're doing seniors first. We were the first state to come out and do seniors first. The CDC's guidance did not want to put seniors first. In fact, what CDC was recommending is doing a 20-year-old grocery store worker over a 74-year-old grandmother. That was what they were advocating. We rejected that. We said we're going to go where the risk is, we're going to support our seniors, and we're going to focus on 65 and plus. So the plan couldn't be clearer. The plan is plastered on every billboard when I go out and speak. We have the sign there to remember, seniors first. We're proud of it, and we're going to continue doing it until every senior in Florida that wants a shot is able to get a shot. Yes, sir.
Governor, despite your executive order, some home health care workers have say they've been unable to get vaccinated. Are you aware of this, and what are you doing?
So I ran into one just inside there, and she showed me what she did, and I went and talked to the folks. I said, frontline healthcare workers are in my executive order. Now, obviously, we're marketing for 65 and plus because most of the healthcare workers have gotten it, but those are through hospitals. So if you're not, so they're eligible. People that are in contact with patients like that. So we actually just got someone teed up for that here, and we're happy to be able to accommodate that. It's important.
What do you recommend these people do if they can't get vaccinated?
Well, they can get vaccinated. I mean, if you go the hospital sites, the community sites, they are eligible under this order, and they should pursue that, just like the seniors are doing. Absolutely, the frontline healthcare workers are eligible. Yep.
Governor, you mentioned St. Benedict's Church and St. Lucie County being around the average. St. Lucie County, 20% of its population is black. About 7% of its black population has been vaccinated so far. The county just did a trial this weekend with about 300 members of the black church community in Fort Pierce. What are you looking to do to make sure that that community reaches their part?
Well, if there's other churches that want to be involved in this program, we will absolutely work with them. So maybe Gail or someone could let us know, and we can get that teed up pretty quickly. So what's that? We have one teed up. So yeah, we're absolutely happy to do that. And here's the thing. There's not uniform demand in this. That's just the reality. But I think when you do the church and when you have somebody that's trusted advocating for it, I think that there's more trust. I think that there's more buy-in. So I think it's been very effective to go to these churches and tell them, bring your parishioners in. We'll show up there. And sometimes we show up at the actual church. Sometimes there'll be maybe a community center, and we'll have a couple churches participating. And I think either way has been effective. So we want to continue to do that, and we'll do more in St. Lucie County, absolutely. One more.
Governor,
Yes,
what's your...
At the rate that the state and local health departments are vaccinating seniors, when do you expect that folks under 65 will be eligible to be vaccinated?
So it's obviously dependent on whether we continue to get the supply. And as many of you know, the Moderna was delayed all of last week because of the storms. Now, that's a freak thing. Hopefully it'll be pretty consistent. The Pfizer, we think, is going to increase, which is good. So once we get the beat on that, and once we get all these other things rolling and the percentages go up, we'll be able to do it. I can guarantee, based on current demand, I can say based on current projections of the vaccine coming in, that will happen. The age will be lowered sometime in March. That will happen. But I don't want to say it's going to be starting next Thursday and then come to find out that the vaccines aren't in a position or that we have too much demand for seniors. Because what's going to happen is the minute you lower the age, whether it's 60, 55, there's going to be a lot of those people that are going to crush the system. And so if we still have folks that are 68 and 78 that are still trying to get on, I don't want to end up drowning them out. But as soon as we see the demand peter down from the seniors, then we obviously want to open it up to be able to get more folks. And so that'll be at a minimum 60 plus, but then we're also going to be working with law enforcement and some of the classroom teacher personnel to be able to get that done in the relatively near future. So I would just tell folks, if you're not in the 65 and plus, it will happen. I think it will happen relatively soon within reason. But just understand that that's contingent on us getting J&J. It's contingent on us getting the increased Pfizer. It's contingent on getting us the increases that we're expecting. And obviously, it's contingent on continuing to vaccinate the seniors. And if we continue to get that done and continue to do that at a fast clip, we're going to be in great shape. I will tell you this, though. being able to these things and seeing these events, because I've gone to a lot of these and we've worked hard to do as much as we can. Different seniors have done different things. Some have done very little since the virus came because they're concerned. Others have basically lived. They take basic precautions. But I would say either way, there is a sense of relief when they get the shot because you want to move on with life. You want to be able to live to the fullest, and you don't want to have anything holding you back. And so I think it's good, of course, for the health and to save lives, but I think it's going to be really good for people's peace of mind. And I think people are going to be able to really live life. They're going to enjoy life. And many have been doing that, but maybe there's a little thing in the back of your head you're worried about it. And then this vaccine, I think, really gives a lot of people a lot of comfort. And I've heard that even from people who have not been doing very much to shelter. They've been living their lives. And even that, even when they got it, it just made them feel better, made them feel a little safer. So we're going to be doing more. We're going to work on getting this going here and perhaps doing some more of these senior communities. So we'll see you guys soon. Thank you.
Governor, what? That is that.
I apologize if there was some funny stuff going on. I'm done for 2 weeks, but I'm going back on it before. Right. Okay, let me change my channel and then, sorry, give me.